Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mark again here just to do a quick video on how to build a real estate team. So oftentimes when you're investing in real estate, whether it be where you live, in the city that you live in, or out of state or out of city, for long distance real estate investing, you need a team. You need a team of professionals that work for you that are able to handle your business, by outsourcing what you do. For property that you have out of state, for instance, that you rent out to other renters, the wise thing would be to have a property manager that works and lives and operates where your property is. This would allow you to have eyes and ears at the property, collect rents, and maintain a professional set of books to allow you to maintain a consistent system. A lot of my properties out of state do not actually get managed by me. They get managed by other professionals that live in the area and know the area very well. They're always in tune with what's selling and what's renting and are able to provide perfect rental comps for what I feel my properties are worth, and oftentimes create a lesser vacancy than I would if I managed it living in a state out of the realm that property is located in. So that's just one of the many professionals that you would need to manage a property. If you're flipping houses, you typically need three teams. You need a lender or a money provider, and that could be other people's money, which I've made a video on already, or hard money lenders. And I'll go over how to find those a little bit later on. But in this video, we're just going to focus on one of the three aspects. You're also going to need a realtor and you're going to need a contractor. Those are the three major things that you will need in a flip. You may or may not need an engineer or an architect. It just depends on the level of work you're doing and um, what all needs to be done. Sometimes you will have to work with the city to pull permits. If you're demoing a house and then having to rebuild it from the ground up, you will have to pull permits and get city approval and have an architect give you drawings and an engineer give you drawings. Um, that way you can get construction drawings to have the construction worker work on it or the contractor work on it. But for this video, I'm simply focusing on finding a real estate agent to find you one of two things: your your rentals, or your flips. So one of the things I did is, like in the previous video, I went over to Illinois, and I showed you there's a bunch of properties in Illinois that are multifamily. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in Illinois here. I'm going to go for sale. I'm going to go drag this down. I'm going to get rid of the coming soons. I'm going to get rid of new construction, and I'll make sure that I'm not selecting backup offers or pending under a contract, because I don't want to have to bid somebody else's property. I'm going to limit the price to, let's say, 100 grand, and I'm going to provide a minimum price of, let's say, 40 grand or 35. We'll go 35. So just like before, you do a quick search. Actually, I'm going to change this to any price because I feel like that's more appropriate. Then I'm going to filter this or sort it by prices low to high. And I'm going to look for properties like this: 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 1,000 square feet, Metropolis, Illinois. I didn't know that was actually a real place, but go Superman. Something like this would actually be a good purchase. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 700 square feet. Maybe there's a potential to add on to the property. So we'll go ahead and pick that up, click on it, find out how many square feet the lot is. So what I'll go is facts and features real quick. 6,750 square feet is a total lot size, which means this definitely has opportunity to be built on. Obviously, I'll have to talk with a contractor, engineer, and architect to determine whether or not it can or can't be built to add more potential square feet. So another thing I'll do is look, okay, what's the home supposed to be worth? Justament says sales range from $50,000 to $78,000. It's currently selling for half of what it's worth. Probably means there's significant defeasance going on. Maybe there's a tenant in here. It looks like someone that lives here that should have moved out, but because of COVID-19, they're stuck there. So this is a rentals estimate. This is about what I could get for the 2-bedroom, 2-bath out here. Sounds about right. And then I'll just look at some comps in the area. And the way I'll do that is just pick up the map here, look at search homes nearby, look at these are solds. I believe the yellow is sold, red is pending. And for instance, this one right here is listed for 119K. So I'll look at that. As soon as it comes up, I'll kind of figure out, okay, why is this one more? It's because it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-story home. So for instance, I was looking at that other one before, and it's only a 1-story, kind of sort of a shack. And it has opportunity to be built on. So maybe it doesn't need to be a 2-story, but I could probably lay a slab of concrete in the backyard or even some in the front yard, extend this into a hallway, maybe build up to about here on the concrete, or maybe a couple slabs back, add some stuff here, add an additional room, put the front door up here. Maybe there's room in the back, or maybe there's room on the side. I don't know. There's definitely some room to build on there. It's on 6,750 square feet, and they're only using about 700 of it. So there's definitely room to add at least another 500 or 600 square feet on this property. That could be a garage in the back there that's tied to the property. Don't know. So typically what I would do is I would just click contact the agent. I mean, that's one of the best things I think about Zillow, Realtor, Trulia, Redfin is they have agents that you can put information in. So what I'll do is I'll say, hey, my name is Mark. I'll give them my phone number, give them my email right here. And then I'll say, fuck it, I'll give you my phone number. Hopefully you don't see it and call me. And I'll just say, hey, I'm interested in this property, contact an agent. Literally fill out this quick questionnaire. Continue home search. Within like 15 to 20 minutes, someone's going to call me on the phone. Zillow's going to connect me to the agent connects me to one of the agents one of these two agents, one of these two lenders or agents, or probably one of these agents. And I'll just tell them what I'm looking for. I'll tell them, hey, I'm a flipper. I'm a landlord. I'm looking for distressed properties. They could even be 2-bedroom, 2-baths that I could, do additions to add square footage. And then I'll use that. I'll use that as a basis and say, I'm looking to make at least $20,000 a flip. After sales commissions, I'm looking for property that should be able to sell for $80,000 that I could purchase for about $40,000. Do you have anything in the market? Okay, cool. If you don't have anything in that market, do you have any rentals? It doesn't matter what city, state, or county. I'm just looking for property in that area. Could you find me a rental? I'm looking specifically for multifamily. I'm not looking for single family homes. What do you have in the area that's potentially distressed? Maybe rents are lower than they should be because the landlord never raised rents. Or maybe they've got some, physical defeasance. Physical defeasance is just bad stuff. It's an unkempt or untaken care of property, physical defeasance. So you've never fixed the AC, you've never fixed something that's physically wrong with the property. Technically, a 2-bedroom, 2-bath and a 3-bedroom, 2-bath neighborhood is considered physical defeasance, but it could also be considered economic defeasance. And that's definitely an opportunity too. That's a lot of people maintain their business model off of adding square footage to properties that needed to have square footage added. And this is definitely one of those properties, I would say. So like I said, I would look for a realtor. The next thing I would look for is a hard money lender. Again, easy Google search. So I'll just type in, I'll just go to Google or whatever. And there are tons of ways you can find hard money lenders in your area. One of the best ways to do it is to Google search. Another one is to visit, the A's, or let's say you're in Illinois, so I'd say REIA, REIA, Real Estate Investment Association. You can Google that, go to one of the events. I guarantee you there's going to be at least 2 to 3 investors there, or 2 to 3 lenders there, like once or twice a month, depending on how often you have your chapter meetings. Another one is to go to like the Chamber of Commerce. There are every state, every city, every municipality kind of has their own version of a Chamber of Commerce, or it's kind of where lenders go to meet with the city and get their name listed as a potential banker or lending institution. There is a way that you can find that. I'm not sure how to do it. I've never done it. I just know that there is a Chamber of Commerce specific to lenders. They meet and kind of go over some stuff, whatever they go over. And there you can do that. You can meet them there. Additionally, you can go to, you can Google it. I mean, there's tons of ways that you can find hard money lenders. You can even do a Google search. A couple that I use: Lima One Capital, Boomerang Capital, Capital Fund One just went international. There's a couple of them. Those are the 3 that I would recommend. Facebook groups. You definitely find them on Facebook groups, but this is just the easiest way to do it. So this is how to find your hard money lender. And so typically what I look for are money lenders that are that have, high ratings, lots of reviews, and then I'll look for specifically what they offer. So one of the things I look for when I'm looking for hard money lenders is the type of loans they offer. Do they offer construction loans? Do they have an online application process? Do they offer, is their website easy to use? Do I have to drive over there to make the payment? Stuff like that. So obviously the 2 that I've looked at so far is definitely not a company I'm going to work with. So I'll look for something else. And I may even go to one of my companies, Lima One Capital. I know it does it all over the country. So go to Lima One Capital. I know that they do asset-based mortgages, fix and flip, new builds, and they do construction loans. They call them multifamily, but I don't know why they call it multifamily. It's not. It's basically the same thing as either a rental or a fix and flip loan. But they're 5 or, I mean, I guess if you're 5 or plus units looking for a loan, sure. But I mean, they're usually interest only financing, and I wouldn't recommend that for a long-term hold. But what I would look for are, these types of loans that they offer, because this usually means that they're well established. They have a large fund of money that they use, and they can typically fund several of your deals. So this is why I love Lima One Capital, because if I wanted to get a fix and flip loan with a construction loan, and I wanted to flip a house that I wanted to then turn into a rental, I could. So this is why I use Lima One Capital. They also have an easy system to purchase houses. And so basically this is how you're going to find your lenders. You just do a quick Google search or use one of the ones that I use. It's a good thing to do. But that's how you find your agent. So I put in that thing. I'm going to get a text. I already got a text. I've already gotten a phone call. Someone's already tried to call me, and as soon as I get done with this video, I'll call them back and I'll find out, tell them what I want to know, and then I'll have them send me stuff via email. And so that's basically how you would find a realtor. I'll definitely be going over more in detail how to find contractors and how to find property managers. So once I kind of went over how to find lenders in this video and how to find agents to help you find these deals. These are the two most important pieces when you're doing real estate investing abroad or away from where you live, because they're going to find and do all of the work for you, so you don't have to spend as much time doing these tasks, right? That this is one of those things where I will say this often, you should be working on your business, not in it. Your objective is to find people to do the jobs that you think are a waste of your time so you can have your time back. My time is better spent trying to raise capital right now than it is to find these houses, because houses are all over the country. There's more houses, at least in my studies, that I've found that there are people able or willing to buy. So with that being said, it would be my objective to find agents that have houses for sale, maybe that haven't hit the market yet, or they've been working on clients that are talking about selling, that they just haven't had the right price hit them in the face yet, or even property managers that have, portfolios of properties they manage that, they have an investor that's getting ready to retire and is in his 70s, 80s, and doesn't want to give that shit to his kids and is trying to offload it. See, I would be the perfect person to buy his properties, because one, they're going to be distressed, and two, he's going to take a discount because he wants to get rid of them, and three, he probably bought them a very, very long time ago, and they've definitely appreciated since then. So that's the idea, right? And so I would go in and say, hey, I'm not going to give you 100% of today's market value, but I will give you up to 80 or 90% of today's value, because this and this needs to get done, and you didn't do this, this, and this. So, and that you don't owe anything on it. And when you did, you only owed $30,000, and it's worth $100,000 now. So I'm not going to pay you that because it doesn't make sense. You're making tons of money. I'm not about that. Sorry. So that's just one way to see it. So again, this video was kind of sort of explaining how to find your hard money lenders and your agents, get them to work for you, not work for them. Next video I'll kind of go over how to find property managers. It's really easy in today's society because you have the internet, and everybody that wants to be successful in business, that has any established business, puts themselves on the internet, because that's how they hedge themselves in today's society. It's no longer a word of mouth. That's not how business works anymore. We're in the digital age. Everybody uses the internet. Everybody has a cell phone like this. You can run the entire world on your cell phone if you really truly wanted to. So that being said, that's the end of this video, guys. I hope to see you again. Best of luck.